Hey, Paint Party Headquarters. Okay, so I am so excited. Today is the day. We are talking all things outer limits. So I want you, and actually, I'm going to be teaching you 3 things today as well. So even if you don't sign up for outer limits, you're still going to learn a lot. So have some paper, have some notes and note paper so that you're going to actually be learning today. So first off, I just want you to please put in the comments if you are excited to learn kind of this next level thing. And before we get started, I just wanted to take a quick minute to kind of tell you what the difference is between Paint Party Headquarters and this course, which is 8 weeks, pretty intensive, like drinking out of a fire hose, Paint Party Outer Limits. So you can see the difference. Now, first thing I want you to do is take a deep breath. Partially because I need it because I'm so excited and I'm going to be talking a mile a minute. So I'm going to try to calm myself down. But I wanted to just tell you, Paint Party Headquarters, as you have signed on to watch here today. Hey, good morning, Tanya. Hey, guys. Oh, hello, BFF. Good morning. I wanted to share with you real quick that Paint Party Headquarters is where I teach you how to make money teaching paint parties in person, online, and with art kits. Outer Limits is that next level. It's for those of you that have been watching. This is our 3rd year in a row that we've had this. And that's for those of you, hey, April, hey, Janine, hey, Angel, that have been watching and that have literally been wanting to know, okay, what's the next level? You know, I want to diversify. I want to do this online creative thing. So I'm going to take you through an exercise that's going to help you. So if you're just curious, please watch. And if you are ready for Outer Limits, please watch. If you're like, I'm not sure what she's talking about, but maybe I'll be ready next year, please watch. But I want you also to give yourself permission to know that if you're not ready for this, it's okay. And if you don't want to go this route, it is okay. But there were so many of you needing help in this, kind of following my path and what I'm doing. And I love teaching you. I love, really opening up behind the scenes and teaching you these different ways. So I'm excited. So, and I teach this whether I'm scared. I teach things messy. I teach things, I try to make it to where it's easy for you to learn. And so for those of you in Paint Party Headquarters that are ready for this next level, get ready. I'm excited. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me see real quick. Let me say hi to a couple more people real quick. Oh, good. Gina has been waiting for this. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and I want you to have stuff ready to take notes, okay? You are going to be taking notes during this session because you're gonna need it. This is going to be stuff that you're going to be learning, okay? All right, so this is what we're going over today. This is for creatives, grow your creative business online, how to teach painting online so that you can have a wildly profitable online business. At the very end, I'm going to be answering questions, but please make sure if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. I actually have several of my team members that are going to be grabbing your questions so I can answer them all at the end. Okay, so we're excited to do that for you. Okay, so who is this for? You're a creative. You want to teach something creative online. You want to teach in person, but you also want to diversify. You want to learn about sharing other people's products and make money online. You want to build an online audience that you can help. You love what you do, but you need to learn the right steps in order to take it to the next level. This right here, y'all, I remember back in 2015 when I started learning how to do stuff online. And my core from that was taking a year-long program about email marketing. Everything to do with how to gather emails, how to offer free gifts to get emails. And we're actually going to talk some about that today. So I'm really, really excited. The thing you got to remember is regardless if you're doing in-person paint parties, whatever, you have to diversify. And what I mean by that is, Facebook could go down. We noticed not too long ago. You could have Instagram go down. You could have TikTok go down. You don't own those platforms. But if you have learned how to build an email list, that is yours. Nobody can take that from you. So if you've learned how to build a text list, which I teach inside of Paint Party Outer Limits, Nobody can take that from you. So I'm all about making this where your business is on a solid foundation. Okay, so here's my promise to you. Clarity and opportunity. I want to show you some clarity by doing these 3 things that I'm going to teach you where you're going to need your notes for. And then I'm also going to show you an opportunity that I was shown several years ago. And as I've taken these steps and grown, I look back and I can't even believe what has happened in my business. So I want to show you the opportunity of what can happen, not in a month, not in 6 months, but in a few years if you continue taking the right steps. And I want you to take a second. Now, everybody just take a deep breath. I want you to put your phone on, if you need to put it on silent, or you might be watching me on your phone, so don't do that. But I want you to take a second to make sure you have some paper, you have a Sharpie or a pen. My word of the day is joy. So we are going to have fun and choose joy today. I want you to just take a minute. This is an hour of your life that could potentially open up something really cool for you. So put away distractions. If you're trying to do 2 or 3 things at once, try to put those away and just focus. All right. Okay, and then if you stay all the way till the end, we're going to give you in the comments, like the link of the comments, we are going to give you a free training. It's called Trello. It's how to organize your business and collaborate with your team. Or if you don't have a team yet, how to organize your business so that it's very, very well. So we use Trello for a ton of things. We have Trello boards for Paint Party headquarters. We have Trello boards for Paint Party Outer Limits. We have Trello boards for Paint Party Business Live. Like, we have all of these things organized. Yes, I have my messy calendar, but that's more for me to make sure I'm on track daily. And then Trello is more for me just to make sure I get all of it done. So we're actually going to give this bonus to you for free just for staying till the end. So let me know in the comments if you want the Trello bonus for free. I'm so excited. I'm excited to share that with you. And it's also going to be inside of Outer Limits. Okay, so if you knew how easy it was to create and come up with a free digital gift to attract buyers online and collect emails and text messages, would you do it? Like, would you? Let me know in the comments. So this is our vintage Santa. You probably recently saw me paint vintage Santa, show how vintage Santa could be used several ways, and then I gave a free gift. A lot of you got to know me from something like this. So let me know if you can remember the first time you found out about me. If you could let me know in the comments what it was from, I would love to know. I would love to know some of those comments. And Lori says, yes, Trello, please. Camilla says, yes, please. Monique says, yes. Yeah, y'all can all get that at the very end of this. I'm really excited to give that away for you. So all you have to do is stay till the end. So you probably saw this. So let me know if there was a time when you were scrolling through Facebook and all of a sudden you saw this Texas girl and you're like, what is she painting? Oh my gosh, I would love a tracer for that. Or something like that. Was there something you found? Maybe the spring bike we gave around, we gave away in the spring. And maybe it was, a snowman challenge, 2 years ago or last year. Let me know how you found me. And I'm going to be teaching you something like that. Yeah. And Lori says, found you through the fall ball extravaganza. Laura, is it Laura Lee? I hope I'm saying that right. And Paint Party and Business, the Paint and Business Boot Camp. Yes. Something had to have gotten your attention to where you could get to know me, right? Queen says, I found you from a free book on how to do paint parties. That's amazing. Okay, so, and then here's the second thing we're going to talk about. If you knew how to come up with a viral worthy Facebook Live, even if you were terrified on camera, would you? Okay, so you can see here this baby, it's cold outside. At the very bottom by the boost post, you can see it's hit almost 1 million people. It's probably hit 1 million now since we've done this PowerPoint. But yes, it is crazy how some things, once you kind of start to realize what will work, how things will really, really skyrocket. Very, very, very cool. All right. So if you knew how to overcome imposter syndrome so that you can make things happen, would you? Okay. So this is Liz. She's in Paint Party headquarters in Outer Limits. And she just posted yesterday, I believe. She's doing 120 people virtually for the sleighs. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's insane. On here, you can see on the right, this is me teaching the autumn blue. There was 700, we screenshotted, and 777 people live. I love that number, so I was excited. 777. But it's crazy because when I first started doing live videos, I was so awkward. And I want you to remember that you're going to practice. You're going to get better. I promise you. Okay, so my goal for this training is to show you how we're going to do 3 things. I'm going to show you how to create a free gift in 5 minutes. And I know that sounds crazy, but we are. I'm going to show you how to come up with a viral worthy Facebook Live idea. And then we're going to discover the lie about imposter syndrome. So let me know in the comments if you want to learn those 3 things. Actually, let me know in the comments right now if you have a pen and paper ready, because this is not just listen time. This is learn time. So get ready. We're doing homework right now, okay? Because even if you don't sign up for Outer Limits, I want you to learn, because by you learning, you're going to be able to grow your business more. And I want you, even if you don't move forward, to learn what we're about to learn, okay? So let me know in the comments, do you have your pen and paper ready? Okay, good. All right. Great. Looks like y'all do. Okay. Amy, she is ready. Okay. Awesome. I just want to make sure. Good. Good. I want y'all to be ready. Okay. All right. So a little bit about me for those of you that are new to me. Real quick, this picture on the very left is me and Bobby, our very first picture ever taken together by our high school reporter. It was Halloween time, and we had just started dating October 5th. Of 1994, I believe. And we were dressed up as Halloween as hippies. And I love this picture. It's our very first photograph together. And I thought, how cool is that? So this is us having Pixie. Of course, I was obsessed with Tinkerbell. As you can see, I bought her a Build-A-Bear Tinkerbell outfit. And so she's wearing that as she's screaming, as she did for the first 6 months of her life. She was a colic baby. I tend to think that she got out all of that early on. So that was an intense 6 months, but we survived it. And then I just wanted to show you how, even since Pixie was a little girl, she has been painting. You can see in one of the pictures, Sharon Starry Night with her right here. Obviously she's not going to paint Starry Night at that time, but she did when she was 5, which was really cool. But it's just kind of neat to see like how you can take what you love and bring that into your whole family. Our dog Blue, he is, usually at the meetings now. For some reason, he was looking at my food over my laptop that day, and it was like the perfect picture ever. And then here's a more recent picture of us just a couple of months ago. We went to the Grand Canyon, and I realized that my mommy genes, I'm a very, very adventurous person. I've skydived. I've done all kinds of crazy things in my life. And something about being at the Grand Canyon with the 2 most important people in your life, being on the edge of the Grand Canyon, you turn into full-blown mommy mode. So I was a nervous wreck. I'm smiling there, but honestly, I'm about to have a panic attack. And they kept, being a little risky, which would drive me insane. I was just get away from the edge. It was so crazy. So anyway, this is my crazy family. And just a little brief history. I want to share this. And Diane, I'm so glad you have your pen and paper ready. And she's ready to learn all 3 things. It's wonderful. So the reason I want to share this brief history timeline with you is because a lot of people that see people online, not just me, but anybody online, they think that it's like they started and then 3 months later, now they're successful. That is so far from the truth. Oh my gosh, Terry, you totally understand. She went through the same at the Grand Canyon. I know, it's like these weird mom genes come out, and then all of a sudden you're like this balled up, like, get away from the edge. It was so crazy. I was like, why am I feeling all these emotions? It was wild. I didn't know I was even that person until that moment. But here's the thing. I want you to notice that when you're doing your art thing, your creative thing, your online thing, like it takes time. Teaching paint parties, those can happen a lot faster. But when you're building an online business, I wanted to show you this because it's not like we just started this and then all of a sudden Paint Party Headquarters was this massive success. All of a sudden we have, viral Facebook videos happening in 12 seconds, right? I want to show you this because I want to show you how long it's taking me. But because I share so much with you in Outer Limits, it's going to shortcut your time. Again, I've spent a lot, you'll see here, a lot of years, tens of thousands of dollars to get to where I am today, but it didn't happen overnight. So just a little timeline. 2007, filed for bankruptcy. If you've heard that story, it's not my proudest moment, but has changed everything. And I am so, so grateful for that moment now. I actually smile when I talk about my bankruptcy, which is so weird. It's like God knew I needed that to happen to push me to the next level. Taught my first paint party ever, 2007. 2008, we sold over $20,000 in wooden surfboards, which you can see the picture here of me and my little booth. I titled it My Soul Is Yours. That was the name of my business that came to me in a dream. It changed my life. It started my love of entrepreneurship. It really showed me, it's almost like God showed me in that moment that I would be able to do what I love forever. And also, it showed me that I didn't have to just stick with, okay, here's my teacher salary. At that time, $22,000 a year. It showed me that I didn't have to just stick with $22,000 a year, and that I would be able to make stuff happen and do things. And 2012, my first online teaching experience. So I don't know if y'all know this, but I wanted to start teaching online. So you can see in my awesome bangs, which me and Pixie, by the way, had matching bangs at that time because she saw my bangs and then she wanted bangs. Yes, we're that mother-daughter. Now she doesn't want anything that looks exactly like me. And it's kind of ironic because there's pictures and I'm like, you look exactly like me. And she's like, no, I don't. Don't say that. But my first online teaching experience was a nightmare. I was so, I don't even know the right word, but it was just awkward for everyone. Let's just say that. And 2013, I quit my full-time teaching job to pursue paint parties full-time. And so that's when I went from, I didn't go just, totally paint parties. I actually went part-time. I quit my full-time teaching job, making $47,000 a year because my paint parties were making enough to cover that. And then I still was too nervous I wanted a safety net because of what happened in 2007. So I was teaching part-time. It's almost like I was holding on to a piece of that to get this next part built up. Okay, 2018, that's when I launched Paint Party Headquarters with 58 founding members. Now we're over 2,200 of you in this group. But when I first started it in 2018, we had 58. And I love every second of helping you inside of Paint Party Headquarters. I'm so grateful. Back then it was just me and a virtual assistant. And now we have an entire team. That's why when you're asking questions right now, they're sending them either to me or they're putting them on a document so I can answer them at the end. So you have to remember, like, there's steps. You're not going to immediately start something and now you have a full team. I mean, honestly, it's a process and you have to grow into your business. The second, 2019, hosted my first ever Paint Party Business Live conference in the Stockyards, which you'll be happy to know. We are doing it again in September of 2022. So mark the calendars for that if you're interested in being a part of Paint Party Business Live 2022. And that will, there is a wait list on their website, but it will be announced to Paint Party Headquarters members first. And we sold out last year in 10 hours. So I'm pretty sure we do have a cap on the amount of people that can come. And then 2021 went from teaching now thousands of people online how to build their own paint party business and speaking at conferences all across the United States and Canada. So I have just loved, but you can see how at the beginning, it wasn't like all of a sudden, here's thousands of people you can help, right? Here's a few, here's 100, Here's a couple hundred. And my first Facebook Lives were one person, my mom. And so I love this quote. Start before you're ready. Don't prepare, begin. And if you have your phone, maybe take a picture of this, because a lot of us are preparing. We're preparing, and we're not starting. And so I want you to do things scared. I want you to take action through fear, even if you're scared, okay? Even if that's doing your paint parties, whatever it is. Okay, so y'all know Julie. Julie is not only a very successful paint party business owner where she teaches, and she's taught well over 500 paint parties in person, and she's been moving her business to where she's doing in person and online, just like I want y'all to do, to diversify. And she took Paint Party Outer Limits last year, and her Facebook reach has grown to over 400,000 people at 400% in 1 year. Her post likes and engagement went up 18%. She developed free digital gifts to grow her email list by 400 new email contacts in 1 year. And what I love so much about her, and not only her cool hats, because y'all know I'm a hat girl too, and she volunteers her time and resources offering free craft events to her local homeless community once a month. That's awesome. And she has a heart for people, definitely. And I love Leah's comment. She says, I do everything scared. Yes, Leah, I am with you. I do everything scared myself. And so let me know if you are in the comments, if you do something kind of like Julie does, where again, this is just a moment, it's not you bragging. It's just sharing how you've been able to share your love of art to other people. And so I know, like, I've donated kits, for example, to, Toys for Tots and things like that. I'll donate really cool art stuff. And let me know in the comments, is there something that you do like that? I know we did a big give where, let's, challenge each other to give something, whether it's to a neighbor, share a porch lane or whatever. So let us know in the comments what you've done. I would love to know that. How did she grow in 1 year? Yeah, Denise, she took Outer Limits last year. So I'm going to be showing you a couple of things to do to start with, and then I'll show y'all how you can join Outer Limits. And again, Outer Limits is an 8-week course. It's like the next level. Like if I tried to teach you what all the other stuff I know and learn and continue to learn in Paint Party headquarters, y'all would all throw your hands up in the air and wave them like you just don't care and be done. But this is like the next level. This is for people who are ready to, learn more about this online thing, start to diversify, start to, when you see those people go on a Facebook Live and they're painting and they have 200, 300 people watching them, how do they do that? And that's where I'll show you in Outer Limits. Kellen says, I've offered several free craft events with homeless community and worship centers. I love seeing how everyone is so blessed. Oh, I love that, Kellen. And Monique says, yes, I do. I donate my space and kits and art supplies. Oh my gosh, that's awesome, Monique. And then Holly says, I donate 20% to a local charity when a nonprofit books with me. Y'all, that's awesome. And how cool is it that we can use what paint parties have done for us and all of that to give back? And I'm not saying like if you're in a position where you can't do that yet, eventually you will be. So meet Jamie, Creations of Studio 39. So she began art in the AM. If you don't know Jamie yet, she's very, very present inside of Paint Party headquarters. She's been to Paint Party Business Live and Outer Limit, all these great things. And what happened was she had all of these paint parties booked. And then March hit, and you know what happened. She had to make a decision. All of these parties got canceled. Do I move on? Do I sit in this? Like, what happened? So she started going online. She started doing art in the AM consistently. She gained over 1,500 followers in less than 1 year. She launched a subscription box with teaching, and she created several free gifts such as tracers, ebooks, PDFs, art journaling techniques. And this is all growing. Guess what? Her email list. So cool, Jamie. So proud of you. Let's see. We have Denise. She says, I was volunteering and painting with hospice people and their families before COVID. Yeah, I wonder, Denise, too, and I love that you were doing that. I wonder if you could maybe send them online videos or something like that. I mean, I know they would love the company. There might be something kind of cool that you could do. I know a lot of people that watch me on Texas Art and Soul, and they don't paint. They just watch just for just kind of to have the like almost like you're there with somebody and you don't feel alone. Okay, so get your paper out. It's homework time. How to come up with a free gift. Okay, so I want you to write this down. I want you to take a piece of paper. I want you to draw this on it. Okay, let me know when you have done this. And then I want you to write in the top left corner, what am I good at? And then put done when you have that written. I'm going to walk you through how to do this. Okay? So let me know once you have done what I have done right here. I want you to write done in the comments so I can see that you're ready. Okay, good. We got Tanya ready. Denise is ready. Good. And Denise, yes, you can join Paint Party Outer Limits without being in Paint Party headquarters, but they're not going to know about it until January 5th, and the price is way higher, and y'all get $400 off. Okay, so what am I good at? Okay, so what I want you to do is we're going to take about a minute. I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do, but we're actually doing this real time. Okay, so I want you to write down everything that you're good at. Don't overthink it. For example, I'm a great swimmer. I am part mermaid. Did y'all know that? I should have been born a fish. Okay, so swimming. I'm going to put swimming. I'm not good at cooking, so I will not put cooking on this list. I'm good at painting. I'm good at, I feel like I'm good at encouraging people. Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute. I'm not going to talk, but I want you to start just writing your list. And as you write your list, I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute. Once that timer goes off, I want you to start typing these in to the chat. Are you good at knitting, sewing, gardening, whatever? Mixed media. So keep writing. Keep writing. That's funny. All of the Alexas are answering. That's hilarious. Don't overthink it. Write everything that you know you're good at. Alexa, stop. Okay, I'm still writing. Some of y'all may still be writing. Go ahead and start putting them in the comments. Okay, I see we have, let's see, Lori says, mine is so different this year from when I did it last year in OL. Oh, that's so cool, Lori. So Lori took Outer Limits last year, and she's saying her list is so different now than her list this year. Because when we start to get focused, we start to learn so much more about ourselves. Charlotte says encouraging. Let's see, multitasking, cake decorating. Tina says organizing and building with wood. Tina, I loved your porch thing. That was so, so cool. Amy says sharing, working with kids. And we have calligraphy, caretaking, cooking, proofreading, pen and ink drawing, and being positive. Oh my gosh, that is not a normal thing that is out there. Have you noticed? There's not a lot of positivity out there. Creativity, Brandy says. Nagging and kicking butt. Let's see, teaching, color mixing. And Brenda has dancing, art, swimming, inspiring. and taking risk. Oh my gosh, I love these. Singing. Oh, I wish I could sing. I mean, I can sing, but nobody wants to hear it. So yes, so just a few that I put was swimming, painting, encouraging people, mixed media, which I love, murals, painted prayers, giving gifts, paint parties, things like that. So I love that. Doing hair. We have so many different things. Okay, so now what I want to show you is I want you to write on the next part, what do people need help with? Okay, this is how to come up with a free gift. So write down, what do people need help with? Okay. All right, so go ahead and write that down just like this. And then let me know when you're done with that. So what do people need help with? Oh, organizing. Man, I wish you were closer to me. Sharita says crafting, wreath making, cake decorating, baking. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's all sounds awesome. Okay, so awesome. So now we're starting to write what people need help with. Tammy put anxiety. Great one. De-stressing. Okay, so start writing down all these things. De-stressing, being creative, being inspired. Okay, and you can write these on your list. This is almost like a group list that we're putting together. Okay, what else do people need help with? Oh, not feeling alone. People need help with not feeling alone. I can't tell you how many, again, when I started this paint party business, before it ever went to this online thing, I remember I was doing paint parties just to make extra money. And then I remember getting an email from a lady who saw my flyer on a water cooler. Yes, I used to just tape the flyers on the water coolers. And she said she came alone. Her name, I'm going to not say her name just for her to, just not share her name. But I still remember her name. I still remember we had some of the same heart issues. And I remember her writing an email to me, and we were driving to the grocery store, and I was reading this email on my phone, and I started tearing up. And Bobby's like, what is going on? And I was like, listen to this email. And I read it to him. And it was all about how she came, she didn't talk the whole time. She barely talked to me when I would come by and check on her. And she talked about how she has like extreme PTSD and how her just being a part of that helped. She went on to paint with me several times because I go to that same country club every month. And then she started buying her own paints and using art to heal. And in that moment, I realized, okay, this paint party thing was like to make extra money. But now I realize there's a bigger purpose for it. And it's sharing God's love through art and how people are going to take that and use that in their own way. Then I started doing this online, and similar things started to happen. I started getting emails, text messages, letters in the mail. People send letters to me. I have a card downstairs on my nightstand, and it's this long card of just, all these great things that they've overcome. And just by watching me on Texas Art and Soul and how it's helped them, like they've lost their husband or they haven't picked up a paintbrush in years. And I started realizing, like, this is a bigger calling than me just teaching you how to make money teaching paint parties, or me just teaching you how to do something online where you're reaching people. So my whole goal for you is to take what you're really good at, take the things that people need help with, and then we're going to kind of match them up. Okay. And we're going to do that here in just a minute. I'm going to read a couple of y'all's here. Freedom in just doing. Very, very cool. Freedom in just doing. And yes, it was very, very brave of her to show up and helping others feel positive about themselves. Let's see. They need help trusting the process. Yes. Society needs more social interaction and support. So much. And I'm telling you, I know, that sometimes people think, oh, thank you. I know I get choked up sometimes. Like I really do, because a lot of times, the stuff online that will get to you, like you'll have 100 people say something good. I know we were talking in a brainstorm session not too long ago with one of the PPHQ members, and she's been doing her live. She took Outer Limits last year. I believe she's taking it again this year. And she said somebody was just so mean to her about what she was doing. And I said, welcome to the club. And I said, you taking this risk of being online to help these people with what you are good at. Again, I'm not going to show you how to swim and also show you how to paint. Like, I'm not telling you that. I just want you to have a list. And then taking what you're good at and then bringing this in. For example, my whole passion is sharing God's love through art, showing you how art heals, because it does. You can take, something that is so, I don't want to say elementary, but if we're teaching something very basic and somebody's tangibly grabbing a paintbrush and doing something, I know the power of that. And I know what it can do for people. And I know what it's done for me in my life, especially through my bankruptcy. It changed my entire life. And I know I have that tool forever. And I want to share that tool with as many people as possible. So I want you to remember, Tina said, art saved my life for sure. Oh, that makes me so, so happy. And I want you to know, like, as you start to build an online business, when you start to get people that are, I read that book to y'all the other day, that book about, what do you do with an idea and how some people are going to say mean things about it. You can have 100 people say something good to you, but you can have one person say something mean to you or not exactly right. And it immediately brings up all of these insecurities, all of these things that we're scared of. And then we start to go, well, are they right? And then this whole freaking imposter syndrome, which we will talk about in a minute, starts to happen. I'm going to show you how to nip that in the bud and how to be done with that. But I'm serious, y'all. Like, I think sometimes we have to step back and we have to remember, and I have to reread letters and I have to see other things where people are saying positive things, because that's the people that you want to keep helping. You don't want to spend your energy and your time on that one or two negative people that think what you're doing is not okay. Because I promise you, for those of y'all that move forward with Outer Limits, you are going to be doing things that people do not understand. Again, this is a new way and people don't understand it. And they're going to question you. And that's why it's so important to know who your cheerleaders are. Who are the family members that you don't tell this to? Who are the people that you know that are going to support you no matter what? Who are the people that you know that, I love them as my friend or my brother or my sister, but I'm not talking about this stuff with them. It's okay to protect yourself that way. Tell it to God, write in your journal, all of those things. But I want you just to be really, really careful. Oh, Tina, that's awesome. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so cool. I love all of these messages you're putting. Even though I'm good at a lot of stuff, I don't have the confidence to step out of my comfort zone. It scares me, so I don't do anything with it. Imposter syndrome. Oh, I cannot wait to talk about that with y'all. Okay, all right, so let me add this back. Okay, so we have this written down. We have all of the things written down, okay? All right, so we're going to go back to this. Have this by you because we're going to go back to this. All right, so how to create the second point, how to create a viral worthy Facebook Live, even if you're terrified to be on camera. Okay, so you can see here below, right where it says boost post, it has almost reached 1 million, and it's possibly reached 1 million by the time you've seen this. Now, is that painting like anything epic? No, it's not. It's actually, I don't even really like it that much, honestly. But what I have found is sometimes we overthink things. So let me know 2 things in the comments. Number 1, do you overthink everything? Because in a million years, I would have never guessed that painting would have went viral. So let me know in the comments, do you overthink things? Put yes or no. And then I want you to tell me, when you go live, are you scared? Are you nervous? Here's the thing I know about, let me take a drink real quick. I'm going to Try not to cough in your face. Hold on. When I talk without breathing, which happens a lot, when I talk without breathing, I start to like lose my voice. Okay, so what happens whenever you do a Facebook Live, you're going to get better. When I first started, I was terrified. So I want you to put in the comments those things, and then also what is stopping you. And remember, my first Facebook Lives, I started a Facebook business page just like everybody with no followers. And now we have over 162,000 followers, I believe. But that did not happen overnight. Again, it was using all of these things I'm going to be teaching you inside of Outer Limits to build that. Also, don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 20. Please stop doing that, okay? Remember the timeline. You've got to take steps. All right. And Amy. So Amy owns Amy Parker Art. She's doubled her Facebook page followers in 1 year. She is a member of Paint Party Headquarters, as well as this will be her second year going through Paint Party Outer Limits. And she increased her post reach and audience engagement. Her impressions now reach hundreds to a few thousand, and organic impressions whenever she posts or goes live. She's grown her email list to over 400 people. She launched her painting membership with 1 founding member and now has grown to 29 members in less than 1 year. Oh, I love that. That makes me so, so happy, Amy. Congratulations. And then here's Cheryl, Tinker's Cart Art. She joined an accountability group and meets weekly with other creative business owners. So I know in Paint Party Headquarters, we have a brainstorming session. Well, inside of Paint Party Outer Limits, we also have, and I encourage you, I have an entire training on how to connect and do collaborations. And so you're going to have a section of people that are doing this online thing strictly that you're going to be able to like meet and network with. And so in addition to in-person paint parties, Cheryl has learned to pivot to online painting. She reached 4,000 Facebook followers and grew her email list by 60%. 60%. She launched her painting membership with 33 founding members and has grown to 70 members with the help of Outer Limits and Tribe in 1 year. So my business coach is Stu McLaren and Damon Oates. I have 2 business coaches. Stu McLaren has really helped me go from no membership to Paint Party Headquarters, now to over 2,200 of you inside of Paint Party Headquarters. What happens is that you're in here, you're learning about paint parties, you're learning about all these great things. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, maybe I want to learn more of what Heidi is doing. And so again, that's why Outer Limits was built for people like Cheryl wanting to grow her online business even further. All right. So how to create a viral Facebook Live. Okay. So make it about them. So remember this, come back to our paper, our homework. Remember, what do people need help with? Okay. So we already wrote like, what do people need help with? Then viral versus consistency. What is on trend? I want you to write this down on a new paper. What is on trend for the next season? And guys, y'all can put this on, like you can take a picture of it, but there is something that has been proven by taking notes, by writing it down. Even if you never look at the notes again, it's been proven that you will retain more than just taking a picture. So what do people need help with? You want to make it about them always. When I do a Facebook Live, you can go back through my Facebook Lives and see every time not when I started. When I started, I was like, here's this new lemon frappa cappuccino. You should try it. It's at Starbucks. Back in 2016, when I didn't know what the heck I was doing, I just knew that live video was important. Viral versus consistency. What is on trend for next season? So right now, yes, I'm going to probably do a nativity scene. And this month, I'll probably do one more Christmas thing. But honestly, my gears will start switching to what is going to be happening. Vision boards, New Year stuff. I'll start switching the stuff I do on my online to things like that. And then recipe for success. I learned this from actually Dave Ramsey. Teach and inspire. He always says teach and inspire. I like to say teach, inspire, and teach. Okay. So remember to teach people things just like I'm teaching you right now. I also want to inspire you because if we're inspired, we're going to take action. But then I always want to remember to go back to teaching because I know if I can teach you something, you're going to take action and then you're going to grow your business. And so again, make it about them. So what do people need help with? Remember, they need help going, with anxiety. They need help with not feeling alone. They need help being inspired. Okay, so now how can I take what I'm good at and maybe circle 3 of those things, your top 3 things of what you're good at? How can you take what you're good at and bring that in with how to help them? Okay, so let me know if that makes sense in the comments. And then I have a little talk about imposter syndrome that I'm very excited to share with you. Okay, so let me know. Let me know in the comments if that is making sense while I take a drink. My very first mural that I ever did when I was 15 took me a year to get the color right because I didn't know how to mix colors. Okay, good. Denise says yes, love it. Sharita says yes, yes it does. Okay, great. Okay, so I have something to say about this one. How to overcome imposter syndrome. Recently, again, I am always growing and learning from people who know more than me so that I can teach you more. And I went to the ClickFunnels event and Russell Brunson was there. And he actually had Tony Robbins speak on the last day. So I got to see Tony Robbins live in person with me and about 2,000 other people. And if you know Tony Robbins, he's usually 10,000 people at a time. Well, I was so excited. And he started out talking about imposter syndrome and how it's a made up word, how somebody, went and made this word up. And now we all started talking about it and we all started believing it. So I want you to first off, just take that weight off of you. Imposter syndrome is a freaking made up word that somebody did. And now we're all believing it. And now we're all believing we're imposters. So when I heard him say that, I was like, how dare I let somebody make up a freaking word and then now I'm believing it about myself, So I'm going to teach you how to get through this. And because it is ingrained, we're hearing it all the time, but I'm not the best artist. Did you see that viral? That was not my best painting, I can guarantee you. But I don't have a degree in art. That's okay. I have a degree in communication and psychology. Who am I to teach others? Who are you not to, right? You can. If you're really good at something and you know how to help people, you match them together and that's what you do. So how to overcome imposter syndrome. First off, I want you to write in the comments, why are you nervous? And I want to see real quick why some of y'all are nervous to do anything on there. Oh my gosh, Gina, you have been on stage with Tony. He is scary. He's a giant, like legit giant. Like I knew from watching and listening to him for many years, but I had no idea like how tall and just big of this guy he is. And let's see, I've always been puzzled over that phrase, imposter syndrome. Yeah, I'm so glad. Because it's made up. It's made up. Somebody made it up and everybody started sharing it and started, saying they have imposter syndrome, so many things. And so we have judgment from others. Tina says, because I know there are better artists out there than I. Tina, there are so many better artists out there than I am. So I could immediately say, who am I to teach you how to make money teaching paint parties? Who am I to show you how to do what I'm showing you right now? I could feed into all of those lies. But I know with every core of my soul, because I do this every single day. I was on the phone to 2 email systems yesterday. I'm in the thick of it. I'm in the mess of it. And I'm fixing problems and solving problems and putting out fires. Again, I think this is why I love this so much, is because it's not like, oh, I did this years ago and this is what happened. No, this stuff changes every day. And I am in the thick of it with you. And so I want you to know, Tina and everybody else, I could sit here and go, I'm not the best painter. I know I'm not. But I guarantee you, even the best painter has somebody better than them. Even the best encourager has somebody better than them. Let's see. Sarah says, I might say the wrong thing or somebody might call me out for doing something wrong. I deal with it well and like to come up with a random reason why I prefer doing it the wrong way. Oh my gosh. So, Sarah, I remember when I was teaching art, I did not know the word chartreuse. Okay. I also did not know how I called it a kiln instead of a kiln because I'd never used a kiln before. But I remember one of these fellow teachers saying, how can you be the art teacher and you don't even know what the color chartreuse means? And I was like, again, felt kind of dumb, but I was like, first off, we don't have to know everything. And it's okay. When you come from a place of, I don't know everything, people respect you more. And Brandy says, I fear failure and people trashing me. Oh, and your crying emojis are making me so sad. We are going to fail. That's one of the things about this that that you have to know is that you can't have success even in paint parties without failure. I read Veronica Purdy's post, and I hope, Veronica, if you're watching this, I left you 3 videos on the comments of there. And you will fail. There is no doubt about it. You will fail. That's a part of it. You will be rejected. That is a part of it. Once I got it out of my head that that's a part of it, then I started realizing it's okay. That's part of the process. So true. I'm just reading y'all's comments here. These are so good. Let's see. OMG, that story about the chartreuse, that speaks more about the other person who made the judgment. Yes, right? And it's okay not to know big words. Oh my gosh, I purposely, Tammy, this one, I don't even know how to say this word. Bob Ross says it a lot, but is it patheo? Is it phalo? I don't know. And y'all could laugh at me right now. You could make fun of me. You could go judge me. But I'm going to be honest right now. I have no freaking idea how to say that word. And honestly, I don't even care because when I'm teaching my paint parties, I'm not teaching in-depth art lessons. I could care less how to learn how to say the word follow. I don't know. No clue. So anyway, I just wanted to say that it's okay. It is okay. Let's see. Angel says, good to remember that we become more relatable if we let people know we don't know everything. Yes, it's totally fine, y'all. And you shouldn't know everything. You shouldn't. So I want you to write this down. Okay. This is how I overcome the mythical word imposter syndrome. Okay. I want you to write this down. I'm going to write it down with you. And we're going to put this on our wall today. We're going to tack it up, tape it up, put it by your computer. I don't care. I want you to write this down. I am unique. And for those of you that are like having a really weird sensation in your body right now, because you have not believed this about yourself, I just want to first off say, I am so, so sorry. I am so sorry whatever you have gone through that makes you feel like you don't believe this. But I promise you, if you will start repeating this every day, if you will start praying and knowing that God has a purpose for your life, you're going to start believing this. I promise you. I used to be the one, I am unworthy. I used to always have that one. Oh, that was so big for me. It wasn't until a couple of years ago that I got through that one. But I mean, I used to, if somebody complimented my shirt, I would seriously go, oh, but I only got it for $5. Like I was that person. Like, I couldn't have something that was worth something. That would be not good. I used to be that person so much. And so it took me a long time to realize that I was worthy. But now that I know it, I don't apologize. I know God has given me these gifts for a reason and to use them for a reason. But it wasn't like I just started that way. It wasn't like all of a sudden I felt worthy. I felt unique. I felt I had a purpose. I know I am a child of God, but I struggled with those. So I want you right now to write these down. Write these down to where you have them. Yes, God made you worthy. I love that. I love that. I have a reel with 4.4 million views with 500 comments. Most were positive comments, but some were judged. I skipped over those and commented back to the positive. Choose to only take the positive, not the negative. Oh, I love that. I love that. I mean, you have to ignore, block, ban, get them off your page. That's what we do. I don't put up with it. If people are jerks, they're not staying on the page. There's people in Paint Party headquarters that we refund their money and send them on their way. This isn't the right fit. This is your business. You don't have to be a punching bag. So I want you to believe this. I am unique. And if you're not believing it yet, you will. And that may mean working on yourself. I am worthy. I have a purpose. I am a child of God. Because how are you going to feel deserving of a successful business? How are you going to feel deserving of people paying you to do whatever you're doing if you don't even feel worthy of it? If you don't feel like you have something to offer? Okay, so right now, everybody grab this. Grab this, and I want you to put it on your wall. Tape it, tack it, whatever you are doing, put it on your wall. And then let me know once you've done it, put done. Okay? Put done. Because what's going to happen as you do start to gain your courage, as you do start to build your online business, you're going to have naysayers. You're going to have jerks. I want to say another word, but I'm trying to refrain from not using a cuss word. You're going to have so many people that are not going to be on your side, but that's okay because you know what you are good at and you know what you can help people with. And when you have that, and then you start repeating this to yourself every day, you're going to start to live up to that and grow into that. Okay. All right. So everybody did it. I saw a bunch of y'all say done, done. Tammy wants me to cuss. Tammy, you always want me to cuss, don't you? I do have kind of a potty mouth. I try to not use potty words. I know it's bad. And I just want to I guess confess to y'all. When I get mad or somebody tries to hurt us in a car wreck, I mean, I just can't help it. Sometimes it happens, but especially when I get upset. It's okay to say butthead. Yeah, that's definitely not the cuss word I use, but I'm trying to get better and not, I think it's done a good thing with Pixie. It's kind of like when my parents smoked, growing up, they smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day each, while I was growing up and, in the house. And so can you imagine 6-pack of cigarettes a day in the house? It was like our walls were yellow, we would repaint them and stuff like that, which I love my parents, by the way. But I knew I never wanted to smoke because of that. It took me away from smoking. And I think Pixie doesn't want to cuss because she hears me cuss. And then of course, if she cusses, it's not cool. But I really try not to say bad words unless I'm really, really mad or it just, somebody almost, cuts us off in a car. So that is my confession to you. I hope you still love me, but sometimes there are words that come out of my mouth that are not nice. They are not nice words. Okay. So meet Sarah. Sarah, I love her so much. So here she had 0 emails until she started her free gift. She got 800 plus emails without much effort. And she did 2 lives each week religiously. She is a full-time teacher. If you don't know her, she's in Paint Party headquarters. She also took Outer Limits last year. She did 12 collaborations with other artists in 10 months. Isn't that crazy? 10 months. Oh, good. Y'all aren't totally writing me off because I've said a cuss word or two. Thank you. Thank you for your grace. Sometimes we're human, right? So the thing about the 12 collaborations with Sarah, and that's one of the big things I teach you inside of Paint Party Outer Limits. 13 guest artist appearances. She's attended both Paint Party Business Live events, helping to build her business skills and expand her professional relationships. And those events are huge for networking, by the way. And she spoke on stage at Paint Party Business Live, sharing her success. And it was such an honor to see her on that stage, sharing what she's done and learned. And I just love her to pieces. All right. So we have this quote. Y'all know I am a huge Big Magic book reader. And be brave. Without bravery, you will never know the world as richly as it longs to be known. Without bravery, your life will remain small. Far smaller than you probably wanted your life to be. I love that. Again, if you have not read this, I have only said it 5,000 times. Read it, put it on an audiobook. And there are things in this book that just changed my whole mindset about life. And so I want you to have that. And if you knew how to come up with these 3 things, how to create a free gift in 5 minutes, how to come up with a viral worthy Facebook Live, and how to overcome the elusive imposter syndrome, which is just a made up term to make us feel bad about ourselves, would you? Okay. So do you think you can do this? Write in the comments if you think that you can do this. Write in the comments right now. Is this something? I want to see if I can see. Yes. Okay, good. Yes. Oh, and I have the book. I've listened to the audiobook. Awesome. Yeah, I actually reread passages all the time in this book. And yeah, we're about to give you the free gift. It's coming. Okay, awesome. So cool. Okay, so you can. So busted miss. I can't create a free gift. Yes, you can. We just talked about what are you good at? What can you help people with? Combine that together. For example, the Vintage Santa was a free gift that I did, just the tracer, and I painted it live. I knew I could help people with not feeling alone, help people be able to paint and create something good, all by doing a free gift. And let me just show you how many emails we have received from that free gift just in the past 7 days. Let me see. I'm going off script here. Okay, so just from that one free gift, in the past 7 days, 227 new emails. In the past 30 days, which we haven't even had it going for the past 30 days, 1,529 emails. 1,529 emails. Isn't that crazy? And that's what I'm going to teach you in Outer Limits, how to do things like that. I can't come up with a viral Facebook Live. Yes, you can. Oh, good. She bought Jesus Calling. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. And then I can't overcome imposter syndrome. You can. It's a freaking made up word. And we're going to read, I am unique. I am worthy. I have a purpose. I am a child of God. There is something for every one of you. There are billions of people online that need something that you have to offer. Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what Paint Party Outer Limits is about. Now, again, for those of you that are like, I am not ready for this, it's okay. It is okay. Give yourself permission to stay till the end, get the free gift of the Trello, and then call it a day. That's fine. And hopefully you learned. Hopefully you got your list on your wall and all of those things. It's totally fine. But for those of y'all that are like, I was going to take it last year and I didn't, but now I'm ready. Like, here's what you're getting. And I'm excited to share this with you. Okay. So 8-week creative business course, Paint Party Outer Limits, how you can teach painting online or anything creative, honestly, so that you can have a wildly profitable online business. Okay, so the 8-week course starts on February 1st. It actually starts January 29th, but it didn't sound as cool. So we just put February 1st. So let me see. Let me make sure on my calendar. Yeah, it starts actually January 31st, which you'll have an entire schedule. And module 1, it's an 8-week course. It's like drinking out of a fire hose. Those of y'all that have taken it, you know it is like drinking it out of a fire hose. It's a lot, but I'm teaching you a lot of stuff in a short amount of time, but I break it down simply. You know how I do. And so module 1, learn how to create a free gift that brings emails your way. We're going to go very, very deep into that. And module 2, learn how to build your email list. As you saw before, people were doing that and actually building their email list, 400 plus people. That's customers. Facebook goes down, they still have customers. Module 3 is learn how to communicate to your email list and blog. So a lot of times people build this list and they have no idea what to do with it. I show you exactly what to do. Module 4, learn how to do Facebook Lives with a purpose. If you see me on a Facebook Live, there is always a purpose behind it. Module 5, and remember, teach, inspire, and teach. Module 5, learn how to run 2 specific Facebook ads that have changed the game for my family. That module alone is worth the entire course, just that module alone. Module 6, funnel fun. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. So I'm kind of a geek. Y'all know I just went to ClickFunnels in September. It was a 4-day conference. I've been doing funnels since I started. And that, again, if you're like, I have no idea even what a funnel means, kind of like I didn't know what chartreuse meant. Is that how you say it? Chartreuse? Charcuterie board? Charcuterie board? I don't know. But there's so much stuff like that I'm going to be able to teach you. Bonuses, communicate to your audience through texting. So I have been building my text list. So you know how sometimes I text you and say, hey, I'm about to go live on Texas Art and Soul, or hey, Paint Party Headquarters, if you're a member, I'm about to be live now. That right there, I have built almost 5,000 people since the end of February. So that's another way to have customers. So if Facebook goes down, if Instagram goes down, if TikTok goes down, I have 82,000 emails and 5,000 text messages of customers at my fingertips. So I am not bound by just Facebook. So I teach you how to do that. The importance of collaboration. This is huge. You saw in Sarah's how she did 12 collaborations in less than a year. And the importance of that, you see myself collaborating with some of my creative friends who we've kind of built our businesses around the same time. And that's what I want for you, to go through this group together, building your businesses up at the same time. And you're going to see how and why to create a Facebook group, why make a free one, a free Facebook group. Every day there are changes. So we are constantly learning, growing, figuring it out. And then I bring that information to you. Another bonus is affiliates, how you can make money off of products that you love. This one I love. And affiliates, oh my gosh, I go through so much in affiliates. And you'll see how, somebody just messaged me the other day that took outer limits last year. One of her checks just from 1 month from being an affiliate, which again, if you don't understand what that is, you can ask a question and I'll go into more detail, was around $2,000 just for that month, just in affiliates. But I show you how to do that, how to find affiliates that align with your brand, how to contact them, and then the power of affiliate marketing. And bonus, you're going to get the Trello project planning. For those of you that stay till the end, you're actually going to get that today anyway, regardless if you buy or not. And bonus, email systems and which one works best for you. So y'all know I have Constant Contact and I also have Aweber. I'll actually go through and show you Constant Contact. The reason I share that one with you most is because I know it's a cheaper price point to get you started, especially if you're doing your paint parties. I use that solely for my paint party business. Then I use another email system for my online business. You can actually just use Constant Contact for this, but I do want to show you so you can see the purpose behind it. And then glossary. It's a crash course on internet language. Just like I didn't know what chartreuse meant, the same thing with you. There's going to be times when I talk about funnels or collaborations or different words in the online world that we're like, what does that even mean? CTA, retention. What is all of this? And we're going to have a list for you so that you can almost like you're doing a study course. Okay, so here is the price for Paint Party Outer Limits. You can take a picture of this, or my team should be putting the link in the comments right now. If you take a picture of this, you get $400 off if you do the pay in full option. So it's $597 for the entire 8-week course. It ends up being around 10 weeks, but for the 8-week course. Now, here's the thing I want you to know. January 5th, when I launch this to everybody, Texas Art and Soul, everybody, the price will be $997. And then after a couple of weeks, it's going up to $1497. So because you are in Paint Party headquarters, do not share this link with somebody that is not in Paint Party headquarters. This is only for you. So you get $400 off if you do the pay in full option, or you pay a little bit more if you're doing the payments at $237 for 3 months. Now, again, we don't start this until February 1st or January 31st. And then it is an intense 8 weeks together. And then you're going to get this instant bonus. You'll get this probably within 24 hours of signing up. It's a full bonus that I filmed for you of exactly how to do texting, exactly how I use it, the best way to use it, how I've gone since the end of February this year to over 5,000 text people in my list. And it's so important. Again, we don't want to put all our eggs in social media's basket. You could have an email list. You can have a texting list. You can have different ways to learn how to do this. I saw a post the other day. Somebody said, I was sitting on my couch and I made like $150. And I'm like, yes, that's what I want for you. I want you to learn these methods and these ways of doing things. So, Sarah, who has, over 800 emails, she could send an email right now and make sales if she wants. Maybe she's selling a kit. Maybe she's selling sleighs. If you have not sold sleighs yet, you should. We have people that are booking parties in January with the sleighs. So you don't have to make it strictly Christmas. All right. So the bonus training is going to be sent to you within 24 hours. Give us 24 hours and make sure you check your email. And Gina says, I already know I'm taking it. Just sign me up. Yay. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Gina. We're going to have a lot of time together. And I can't wait to help you. We have, here's some just testimonials from people who took it last year. And we have Queen. She says, sign me up now, all caps. I'm ready to take a leap of faith. Investing in my business is a Christmas gift to myself. Yes, not only can it be a Christmas gift, but it can also be a write-off for your business. So it's a win-win. And Silky says, hi from New Zealand. Outer Limits was so awesome last year. I learned so much and boosted my business so much by using what Heidi has taught me right from day one. So worth it. Thank you, Heidi. Oh, thank y'all so much. I know that was my goal. Again, this is the 3rd year that we have had it. The first year we had around 100 people take it. And honestly, I was so terrified. Talk about imposter syndrome. I was like, oh my gosh, I was so scared to offer it. But I kept seeing all of these people skip over me and go to people offering a $2,000 course or even higher. And I thought, no, I can teach them so much better because I am literally in the thick of it doing this. And so I took a risk and very, very scared, offered Outer Limits for the first time 2 years ago. This would be our 3rd year offering it. And I thought maybe if 10 people would sign up, I know I can help them. And then 100 of you signed up. So then last year I was like, okay, we, revamped, we took what people said and we tweaked it and we did better and better. And then we got really great results. And you can see from here, and over almost 300 of you took it last year. So I am very excited to help you. I mean, again, I learn every single day. I am learning something new, and then I bring that to you. And the last day you can get the discount is December 31st. So this is not like you need to make a decision before midnight tonight. Like this, you have time to think about this. But I do want to let you know that on January 1st, this rate will go away. That link won't work. The $400 discount goes away and it will go to the $997. The $997 will happen on January 1st, but I'm actually not even telling the public about it until January 5th. And then they have a couple of weeks to decide, and then that price is going to go up to $1497. So what I wanted to do for you inside of Paint Party headquarters is I wanted to give you first dibs. I wanted to give you the first chance of getting it at $400 off. This price, like I said, will not be announced to the public at all. When you hear me talk about it on Texas Art and Soul, it will be $997, and then it will go up to $1497. So if you sign up between now and December 31st, you get it for $597, $400 off if you do the pay in full. If you need to do the payment plan, that's fine. It's a little bit more, but it's still way less than the $997. Okay, so Amanda says, I've learned so much, so grateful for this whole course and the amazing people I've met here. Heidi, you're giving, and you're so giving and awesome. I absolutely love this group. And then Chris has a lot to say if you haven't read that yet, but I wanted to show at the very end. She said, so finally getting the big win for me was, I can say 100% say, I saw substantial growth in every aspect of my business, from likes, followers, email contacts, and sales. Thank you so much. And then she also says, it was amazing last year, worth every penny. I'm so happy you liked it, Chris. That's amazing. Teresa says, it was hard to pinpoint one thing, so I will say it was you. Oh, I love that. The units were awesome. Free gift, constant contact, landing pages, email sequencing, writing your story. I also talk about your story a lot. But the best part was having you twice a week for questions, clarifications, and tech help. Thank you so much for walking us through this amazing course. I've created and marketed 3 different free gifts over the last 8 weeks, and now I feel like it's just another part of my business routine. And so that was Teresa who took it last year. I love that, Tina. I need 20 people at my next event to pay for this. Yes, like how cool would it be just to go do a sled party? I mean, I'm doing a sled party of 60 on Friday. What's that equal? 35 times 60. I could pay for the course 3 times. So maybe do one of your paint parties and make it as an investment to what could happen next. And I know you're scared, y'all. And it's scary, you know, and I know this price point to you, some of you are like, oh my gosh, this is terrifying. But I promise you, we are in the thick of it. The schedule, I think I show you the schedule, but it's pretty intense. As soon as you sign up, you'll have the schedule so you can get it on your schedule months before. Because again, when we start on January 31st, February 1st, you're going to be able to put all of this in your schedule. And I'm very, very present. Shara says, Heidi, this was an amazing experience. Can't wait to do it again because I know it's just going to get better and better. I enjoyed really getting back to the basics of building off that. My main 3 points of focus will be parties, emails, and affiliates. Girls, we have it in us all to be a success story. Cheers to all of us. We got this. Yeah, that's the thing is there's plenty of room for all of us, y'all. It's not like, oh, well, Heidi's already doing something online, so now I can't. There's billions with a B people on Facebook. A lot of people don't like that I talk a lot. A lot of people don't like that I share my story. You do because you're here, but there's a lot of people that immediately go, who is this? Nope, I'm out. But there's people that they're going to connect with to you because maybe you have a different energy. You have a different way of teaching. You have a different style. We all find people that we really, really like. Lori says, I had 27 trees last night and will be using the profit for this. Oh, that's amazing. And look at how resourceful Lori and Tina are getting. Seriously, like go live, sell some kits or whatever. And then what you're going to learn, like when you look back next year, you're going to see that, oh my gosh, now not only did I learn how, like in Paint Party headquarters, you're learning how to do your paint parties. You're learning how to be bold and sell things like that. But think if all of a sudden now you have an email list, you have a text list, you know how to go live with a purpose to bring them to a text, which brings them to an email. Now you have 2 ways that you can contact this customer. And we're not just hoping that they show up on Facebook, or we're not just hoping that they see our Instagram post. You're strategic, and I'm going to teach you that. Gina says, well, dang, my husband just came in to see if I had charged on my personal Play Money card. LOL. He said, well, that's no good. You should have used the joint account. Oh, supportive family. Gina, I love that. Also, make sure you're using your business account. Use your business credit card for this. And again, you want to be able to write this off. Anna says, I've been doing paint parties since 2015, but I wasn't allowed to keep the emails. The nonprofit venues prohibited me from having them. So I'm starting from scratch for that. This definitely helps me get started with that. Very good. Karen says, I loved everything about it. You went above and beyond, and this has been an amazing course because of it. I will be sad when it's over. I can't really pinpoint my biggest successes because everything I have learned in Outer Limits will help me succeed. A big thank you to you and your team for everything. And Amy says, who is taking Paint Party Headquarters again, says, love the way you teach and the collaborations. So cool. All right. So let's go ahead and answer some questions. And then I'm going to do the free I'll do the free Trello training. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let me see if that's on there. Okay, awesome. Okay, so go ahead. Let's have some questions. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for my questions. Oh my, I have 4 parties for December. I think I have it covered. Yes, definitely. Definitely. That's so funny. So is the course live? Then if you don't make it, do you have access? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to answer all of these questions. So let me pull up questions. My team has been grabbing. Let's give a round of applause to the behind the scenes team that y'all don't see. And they're always in there answering questions and Paint Party Headquarters. And then they're right now behind the scenes watching. Y'all can't see it, but they literally have this really cool spreadsheet for me. And they're basically, let me take this part off. And they basically right now have a spreadsheet for me with all of the questions you're asking. So ask your questions. They're putting them on right now so I can pull it up and answer them. Okay, so I'm going to try to go through these pretty fast. Okay, so Denise says, do you use funnels? Yes, and I will teach you how to use funnels. And there's many ways to use funnels. Funnels are basically a way for somebody to see you on a live, get to know you, either give their email or their text to you so that you can get to know them more. And people buy from people they like, know, and trust. There is no way you would be buying Paint Party Outer Limits if you did not trust me. You know that I have your best interest at heart. You know that I can't sleep at night if I'm just taking somebody's money. There's no way. Like, we go above and beyond and overboard to make sure what we do is not only worth it, but 10 times worth it. And that's my heart. And I want to teach you to be that same way. There's a lot of people online, and I've talked about this before, that offer courses, that offer things. And then it's just this fluff. It's like, this is what you could do, or this is blah. It drives me insane. I want to know like how to do it. Like, just like in Paint Party Headquarters, we don't play around. I'm still doing them so that I can make sure my finger is on the pulse to keep teaching you. Why do you think I sold sleds online? To figure out what I went wrong with, to realize it is not logistically great to put paint in all of those. It is not to do it this way, to change it. Same thing with Outer Limits, is currently learning so I can teach you the right way. The other really great thing that I don't even think we have in anything that I've said is I will be going through a Paint Party Headquarters launch in March, our huge spring launch. And if you're in Paint Party Outer Limits, you're going to get real-time information on what I'm doing to make that launch successful. Real time. Don't you think if you had somebody that was doing a big launch, just that piece alone, real time of, this is what happened. This is what's working. This is what's not working. Oh, I messed that up. I jacked that up. Okay, this went real well. Do that. Do you think that would be valuable? Yes, of course. I couldn't imagine if Tony Robbins was like, hey, for $597, you're going to be able to see how my launches go. Sign me up for sure. And by the way, Tony Robbins' Business Mastery is 10 grand. 10 grand. I have not signed up for that. No. Okay. So yes, I use funnels and I teach you. Okay. Let's see. Sharita says, even though I'm good at a lot of stuff, I don't have the confidence to step out of my comfort zone. It scares me. So I don't do anything with it. Imposter syndrome. Okay. So Sharita, what we learned on this is imposter syndrome is a made up word. So we're not going to believe it anymore. We're going to believe that I am unique. I am worthy. I have a purpose. I'm a child of God. We're going to believe that. The next thing is the more you do something, the more confident you're going to get at it. You're going to get better. Just like my weird Frappuccino Facebook Live. Have a frappa lemon. It's so good. Blah, blah, blah. I look back and I'm like, why did I do that? Why? But I didn't know what I didn't know. Now I do. How many times back in the early days, those of y'all that did jump on Facebook Lives, you were like, we're going to wait a little while for people to jump on. Oh, hey, okay, we're going to wait just a little bit longer for people to jump on. And then we realized the power's in the replay. Just like here, some of you are watching, but most of y'all are going to be watching the replay. We learn, we get better at it. We get confident by doing. That's how you get confident, Sharita, by doing. But you got to take action through fear. You got to take action even when you're scared, or you will never, ever, ever be able to live to your potential if you just sink back and go, don't do that. I'm giving you permission to fail. I am telling you the only way to success is failure, rejection, getting hurt, getting some bumps and bruises along the way. That's how you do it. But the way I make decisions is I look at what do I want to happen in 5 years, not 2 months, not 3 months, but what do I want my life to look like in 5 years? And then I back it up. I back that thing up, right? What do I want my life to look like in 5 years? And then what steps do I need to start slowly taking so that my life can look like that in 5 years? And that's what I want for you. Okay, so Diane says, how do you find out what is on trend for the next season? Well, the good news is if you're in Paint Party headquarters, you're already getting a peek. So for example, on Monday, we released the tiered trays. So those are going to be really good. We're talking about vision boards. So in Paint Party headquarters, I'm already telling you what's on trend for the next season. Okay, Laura Lee says, do you just give the tracer and supply list of the Santa? Ask for their email to get it? Yes, so in Paint Party headquarters, I teach you a lot of tech stuff. We actually have tech tips, and they're 5 minutes or less that walk you through exactly how to do it. There is a way where it's all automated. So then that way, when you start running the Facebook ads to it, you're getting emails in your sleep, and that's what I want for you. Jennifer says, what is the discount for repeat outer limits? So if you have done outer limits before, there have been emails sent to you, and you will see that there. That's really another cool benefit is once you take outer limits once, you have a chance to take it the next year at a even more discounted rate. But I want to make sure. Oh, let's see. And I'm sorry, the tech tips in Paint Party outer limits. See, my team is on it. They are so good. Yeah, the tech tips are in Paint Party outer limits. So Jennifer, that was sent in your email for that discount. So again, that discount ends very soon because Paint Party headquarters, you get the discount of $400 off. Patricia says, how are the 3 payments spread out? Great question, Patricia. If you sign up today, then in 30 days, the next payment will come out. And then in 30 days, the next payment will come out. So whatever day you sign up on, the key I want you to hear is that this $400 off ends on December 31st. Because when I release this to the world, to my 82,000 people on my email list, to my 5,000 people on my text list, to the people watching me on lives, it will be $9.97. And Paint Party headquarters can't go, well, I'm in Paint Party headquarters. We're actually deactivating those links. So on December 31st, that's the last day to get the $400 off. Oh, Tina, I just answered that. Okay, perfect. JP says, please, in a word, what is the biggest difference between Paint Party headquarters and PPOL? Is it leveling up? P.S. I appreciate you and all the fellow members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, one word, JP. I don't do one words. Leveling up is an understatement. PPHQ is me teaching you how to make money doing paint parties in person, online with art kits, right? That is our core lessons across all things. As you go through Paint Party Headquarters, stage 1 through 5, you're going to start to notice at around stage 4 and 5 that you're doing this thing. You're basically in Paint Party Headquarters to get the newest updates, to get the newest painting tutorials so you can grab and go. Where do you think I grab my stuff? Paint Party Headquarters. When I do my paint parties, I go to Paint Party Headquarters and literally use it and grab the supply list, grab what I need for the directions. You're on rinse and repeat in Paint Party Headquarters. Once you're at level 4 and 5, you've got this. You're doing parties. You know how to do parties. You're just waiting for me to give you the next new thing, the next new tip, the next new trick. Paint Party Outer Limits. This is building an online business, a creative online business. This is you learning how to do funnels, how to build a massive email list of customers, how to build your text list, how to do your Facebook Lives where it's not just you and your mom watching, how to run Facebook ads. Again, I'm teaching you 2 Facebook ads that have changed my family's life forever, to where when I go live now, it's not just me and my mom, it's hundreds. And by the end of the hour, it's thousands. And by the end of a few days, it's tens of thousands. And that's how you start to sell out your kits. That's how you start to work with affiliates. And you're making money from other companies just by sharing a coupon code. Cost your audience nothing. I'm so excited for y'all. Oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, there's one word. Sorry, JP. Okay. Joanne says, what time of the day is it? So here's the thing. Oh, I'm so excited, Lori. Lori signed up. That's amazing. Congratulations. And Monique says, Heidi, I'm definitely signing up. I'm in a masterclass now in programming, but this will have me exploding. Oh, Monique, I know it will. Congratulations. And so what time of the day is it? So we have every Monday. So we have a schedule, and I want you, as soon as you purchase, I want you to As soon as you purchase, I want you to print out that schedule. Now that schedule is going to show you where we have pre-recorded the trainings that happen on Monday. So Monday, starting January 31st, February 1st, and on that Monday, that first training comes out. Then on Wednesday, I do a Q&A for you. So you ask questions based on that module. I answer your questions. Then on Thursdays and Fridays, it's either like a brainstorming session or a tech tip, or a tech time where I'm live with you, or it's Heidi check-in. We call it Heidi check-in. So we move the times and the dates around, but I promise you everything is on a replay if you can't watch it live, as well as you have access to the course for an entire year. Okay. Diane says, is it weekly training course for an hour, 2 hours each week? Yeah. So here's what I would do is, and I wonder, Brendan, can we get, I think I might have it, the schedule. Yeah, we could probably, I'm wondering if we should share the schedule. Let me know. I don't want to overwhelm y'all, but I would definitely, here's what I have to say about the schedule is I want y'all to at least do, I'd say 2 hours a week during this. I want you to allot 2, possibly 3 hours a week for this. And the reason why I want you to allot that is because we can find time for what we want. Okay. Whether that's getting up an hour early, staying up an hour later. This week is very intense for me, besides the fact I'm doing 2 of these. So I'm going live again at 7 for those people that couldn't see it during the day. So I'm doing this twice live. I'm not just showing a replay. I'm going to show up live again and do this again. Friday, I have 2 paint parties back to back. I have one at lunch, and then I have to go over, and then I have a party of 60 that night on Friday. Then on Saturday, I have another paint party. So you know what I did last night besides preparing for today? was I was answering questions in the group. I was doing videos to Veronica because I saw she was so down. I was, if you saw my Facebook, me and Pixie were prepping boards for one of the paint parties. And then we went into my art studio and we prepped for both paint parties for Friday. So I didn't even eat. Like I had coffee that morning, but I didn't even eat until I think 10 o'clock last night. Now, I am not saying don't eat. Like I'm not telling you that. I'm just saying when you want something bad enough, you will do it. You will develop the discipline. You will develop the courage. You will develop, I love J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. She's like, no one will ever outwork me. And I kind of have that same mentality. I've definitely gotten better at calming down and taking time off and scheduling time for fun. But no one will outwork me. And I have that mentality because I know what I want. I know what I want my life to look like 5 years from now. I know that. And I know if I just keep doing these small steps, it will lead me there. And so I would put 2 to 3 hours a week. Leah says, well, we have lifetime access to everything. So I give you access for an entire year. And the reason why it's not for life is because if you know anything about online marketing, things change so fast. Okay. They're always changing. And what I don't want you to do is think, oh, I have this course and in 5 years, this is going to be valid because they change. That's why I am still learning and growing and learning for you. Okay. So Gina says, well, poop, can I change? If not, no biggie. So if you did want to change your credit card, Gina, you can email support at paintpartyheadquarters.com. And then you might have to go through like a refund and then rebuy it. So it could happen. It just might be a little bit of a back and forth with our support team. Susie says, so the course is live. Then if you don't make it, do you have access to it by email? Actually, you have an entire, so Kajabi, just like we put on Paint Party Headquarters, we have an entire Kajabi library built out. So everything will be there. And you'll also have a Facebook group just for those of you that take outer limits that will last about 3 months. So this Facebook group will be just y'all inside of that Facebook group, because I'm telling you, if we were talking funnel conversations inside of Paint Party Headquarters, everybody's head would spin and we wouldn't be able to go. It would just be too much. So there will be a different Facebook group called Paint Party Outer Limits 2022, where you'll have the trainings inside of there. You'll have the trainings via email and you'll have the trainings via Kajabi, which is beautifully done. Our team, Brendan, is so good at that. She put all of that together and it just looks impeccable, and you're going to have everything at your fingertips. Another cool thing about this course is as you ask questions, if it's something I don't have recorded for you, I record it real quick and we add it in as a tech tip. And let's see, Leslie says, will these text and email funnels work in Australia? So here's the thing, Leslie, in other parts of the country, there are different laws for email collection and texting collection. So you need to make sure that you are following the laws of your country. So for example, I know, I think it's in the UK, there's certain ways that you can collect emails and certain ways that you can't. So if that's you for being in a different part of the world, I would double check for Australia, the laws on that, just to make sure it's okay. Okay, Linda says, so you mentioned this is for people who do in-person paint parties and interested in online. I only do online, so this might not be for me. Actually, I don't teach you how to do in-person paint parties at all. I don't teach you how to paint inside of Paint Party Outer Limits at all. Just to back up a second, Paint Party Outer Limits is teaching you online marketing. There will not be a paintbrush in, look, I got these the other day. So awesome. From Missy. She sent them to me. And Bobby took one. I got 3 of them. Thank you, Missy. You will not see me painting at all inside of Paint Party Outer Limits. It has nothing to do with in-person parties. It is all about building a creative business online, regardless if that is you knitting, if that is you, maybe you in your what am I good at, realize that like I am really a great mixed media artist. Mixed media artists are killing it online. Have you seen the people that are using napkins? I thought about doing a project with napkins and Mod Podge. They're killing it online. I think there's somebody out there that has a monthly subscription where they send you new napkins every month so that you can do your art projects with. Like, that's the thing. The possibilities are endless. So it has nothing to do with in-person parties. This is all about online, Linda. All about online. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so we have 3 more people, it looks like, that joined. And let me just give a shout out. Let's see, Renee Jenkins, welcome. She says, I'm in. Gina says, okay, done, all signed up. And we have Leah. She said, I'm definitely signing up too. I have a membership, but I can't wait to learn how to help more people. Oh my gosh, that's going to make your membership explode. And we have Lori Miller who bought. We also have Lydia who says, I'm signing up. Thanks to you, I have so much success these last few months. So it's a no-brainer. Just a few months ago, I don't think I could have afforded it, but I have another sold out show and many more in the making. All thanks to you, Heidi. I'm in. LOL, don't forget. I forget to eat too. It's really hard because you're just with both hands. It's hard to eat when you got both hands going. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about that. That is awesome. And I know you said all thanks to you, but Lydia, you're doing the work. Remember, I'm teaching, but you still got to take action and you're doing it. LaRonda says, it's well worth it. I have an MBA and I still learn a lot from Heidi. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for saying that. And there goes to show you, I could totally be like, LaRonda's way smarter than me because obviously she is. She has an MBA, but there's still things we can teach each other. There are still experiences and life experiences that I have gone through that will teach you. There are experiences that LaRonda has gone through that I have not, that she can teach. We're all going through this life through our lens and through the way that we see the world. And how we're able to do that. I just love that. Lenora says, I made a wreath Grinch. I'm selling it for $500 that will pay. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. And Gina says, I took the funnel course for a different business, finished right before we were hit from behind. I was rocking, but then didn't recall how to do any of it. Looking forward to a reset. That's amazing. And then Tina says, Outer Limits is for online marketing. I wished I would have signed up the first time it came out. Oh my gosh. And yes, it is like we just try to do better and better and better for that. We want this to be something that again, if you're not successful, I'm not successful. So again, we do everything we can to help you from the tech. So I know some of y'all, are worried about the tech start. Like we seriously, I screen record and show, here's where I pushed this, here's where I did that. And then we put it into the group. Let's see. Crystal says, will there be some training on doing Facebook? Will there be some training on doing business off Facebook? I'm already doing online paint classes. I've actually switched from Facebook to YouTube. It seems I get more viewers there than Facebook. Will there be any training on YouTube and Outer Limits? Yes, actually, I talk a lot about YouTube. And YouTube is another platform where you want to not only when you're doing your live videos be streaming to YouTube, but also it's another way to share your videos. Like if you're doing a video, let's say you're giving away a freebie, right? You're doing a funnel that's leading to your freebie, what you're good at and what you can help people with. And for example, like the Vintage Santa, if I was giving the training, if I was giving the actual video for that, I could house that on an unlisted YouTube where only the people that gave me their email for that would get access to that. So yes, and the whole purpose, Crystal, and everybody for Outer Limits is to show you how to not just rely on Facebook, just to rely on social media. Do we use these platforms heavily to get other ways to make our business solid? Of course. But once you learn this, you repeat, you tweak, you get better. You do something, you see it didn't work, you scratch it, you do better. It's so important to have your business on a solid foundation. When Facebook went down was last month or 6 weeks ago for like a whole day almost, and nobody could post Instagram or Facebook, everybody's freaking out. I could still communicate. In 2 minutes, I could send an email. I could text. I could go on YouTube. I could go on TikTok. Because I have spent the time building this solid foundation. So I want you to do the same, and I want to teach you how. And Joanne says, I'm terrified of having too many clients. How will I ever get over that fear? And so, Joanne, there's a saying, it might be a scripture, or maybe it's a saying. Oh, I know I'm going to get it wrong. Y'all know, unless I have the quote written down, I always get them wrong. Something about, and please tell me if you know, I think it's the scripture, like tomorrow has enough problems of its own, enough worries of its own, so don't worry about tomorrow. Something like that. I know I'm messing that up. But here's the thing. Don't sabotage your success because of something that's not even there. You know, I've done this before in the past where I'm like, but what if this happens? Or, I mean, I was really open and honest. I don't know how many of y'all heard this story, but I'm just going to share it here with you. Oh, Gina, that's so sweet. My husband just brought me a protein shake. I totally forget to eat. I know. I mean, seriously, it was 10 o'clock at night and I was eating because I just forgot. I was like, I got things to do, you know, and they're fun. They're so much fun. So I'm busy and I'm getting it all done. But I think I shared this with some of y'all. So Paint Party headquarters, you know, we launched with 58 people. Now there's over 2,200 of you. Think about the growth. And I know I don't share like a lot of this. I overshare a lot, but I don't share everything. But can you imagine? And that's kind of with your comment. I'm going to try not to cry, Joanne. Can you imagine the growth that you have to do as a person to be able to go from leading 58 people to over 2,200 people in just over 3 years? Like the growth that takes, not just the financial growth, but the growth as a leader, the growth of the text messages or the emails I get that somebody's berating me, saying that, you know, I don't care about anybody and calling me every name in the book and being ugly to me. And in the same string of messages, I have somebody saying I changed their life. Or the growth of hiring from one person helping me to now over 20 people helping me, so that we can make sure we have the best stuff for you. The growth that I've had to go through with and still going through with my kid, my marriage, my calendar. We can't worry about what's going to happen next. We have to just continually work on ourselves. Because I truly feel like God puts us in a leadership position and he knows he's going to help us through it. There's been so many things behind the scenes that you never see, that you'll never see until you've done it, until you've actually grown. But it can't happen like this. If that 58 people went to 2,200 people in 6 months, I would be on the floor crying my eyes out. Not from happiness, from, oh crap, how am I going to manage this? And I remember, and again, this goes back to Joanne saying, I'm terrified of too many clients. I remember going to a therapist. I highly recommend therapy if you can do it. And I remember going to a therapist and just saying I was so scared of this responsibility of trying to lead you and the money coming in and everything that, you know, we reap what we sow. You work hard, you know, it's kind of like growing and farming, right? Like you do this and do this and do this. And eventually it happens, right? Eventually your business grows, but it takes time. And I remember talking to her about just being so terrified, kind of like you are about too many clients. I remember being so terrified that I'm going to do wrong with this money, that I'm not going to be able to handle it because we've been bankrupt before, that we're going to destroy our lives again, that we're going to lose our home. Like all those things kept coming to me. And I remember she said to me, she said, you've got to let that go. She said, this is a gift that God has given you. Just like if a friend gave you a gift, would you say, no, thank you. I don't want that. Save your money. Please take that gift away from me. No, she said, this is a gift. God has given you this. You need to enjoy it. You need to accept it. You need to know that God loves you, that this is a gift that's been given to you. And through that, I've been able to grow into, I am worthy. And because this gift has been given to me, I can provide over 20 jobs for people. But it's taken a lot of internal work to become this person that can be a leader, that can sit here and talk to you about this and know that it's scary. It's not always perfect. But if you have that feeling and you know you want to learn this way of doing things, that I can help you with that, because I've been through all of it and I'm still going through all of it. So I want to help you. And I know that was a lot of oversharing. So, but I just wanted to share I just want y'all to not be nervous of how many clients. You're going to grow as you're supposed to grow, and you're going to learn things as you're supposed to go. All right. Are there any last questions before we finish up here? And I am going to eat today. I'm actually going to eat lunch today because 7 p.m. I'll be live again. So if you want to go through this again, you should hopefully have notes. Hopefully you have your sheet up on your paper. But let me know if there's any other questions about what Outer Limits offers, if you're on the fence, like let me know, and I'll be here for a few more minutes, and then we're going to give you, do we have the link? Tina, now I'm going to cry. Don't cry. You're going to make me cry. I'm so happy for you and the blessings you offer us. Oh my gosh. Now I'm making y'all cry. Now it's making me cry again. I'm telling y'all, I'm very, I'm very like I think the words, empathy, like when I'm around somebody that, I feel a lot. And I think that's a great thing. And also it can be very taxing too when you feel so much. You have so many feelings. Okay, so Trello. So y'all stay till the end. Do we have the link for the Trello? We wanted to give you this free training. This is one of the trainings that is inside of Paint Party headquarters. Paint Party Outer Limits. And so I want you to grab that free training. I think we have it somewhere. I'm not sure where, but we'll get it to you. We'll get the Trello. Let me see if it's in here. Hold on. Let me see if it's here or if it's going to be, I think it's going to be a link. And then here's where we're going to actually have it for $9.97 for the, yeah. Okay. Oh, here it is. Free training. Okay, awesome. Okay, so it's added to the comments. So if you want to go ahead and grab the free training, everybody gets this just for staying with us for the whole time. And so this is basically, this is kind of a snippet of what you'll see inside of Paint Party Outer Limits. So go ahead and grab that. The link is in the description. So grab it. If you can't find it, ask for it. We will get it to you. Okay, so here's where you can pay for it. For if you want to be a part of Paint Party Outer Limits, again, it's $400 off. Does anybody have, before we finish up, does anybody have any last minute questions? Let's see. Yeah, there's your free Trello training. Let's see. You're an artist and an empath, like all of us, artists amongst artists. Yes, I know. It's crazy. When we were at Dollywood for Paint Party Business Live, one of the ladies hugged me, and we didn't even speak. Oh, why am I so tearful today? Why is that an 8? Not 8 so late. Man, she hugged me and I hugged her, and we just held on to each other for like, it felt like 2 or 3 minutes. And I immediately like could feel like, it's like I felt her pain. It's like she didn't even have to speak. And I don't know if y'all have that, but man, it's I know it's a gift from God, and I know there's a reason for it, but it can definitely be, it's like a great thing because you can definitely feel for people. But then you have to also have your time to recharge because it will, just thinking about that moment immediately brings me back to that moment. All right. So the free Trello link is right here. We have been, let's see. That's so crazy. Thank you, Heidi. I'm so grateful for PPHQ. I can't afford it this at the moment, but next year I will be joining. Awesome. Yes. If you can't do it this year, definitely sign up next year. And then we've added it to the comments. So look in the comments. I've also put it right here. So if you want to screenshot that or take a picture of that, but we have it added. I don't know if it'll let me pin it. For some reason, it's not letting me pin it. But go ahead and grab your free training. And then also let me know, is there any last questions? And if not, we're going to end. And then I'll be back at 7. I'll be back at 7. Okay, here's a few more questions. Okay, so Leah says, do you give us resources to hire help like VAs? Yes, definitely. I also have a resource too, like if you struggle with like your Facebook stuff isn't set up correctly, I have somebody that usually can help. Also, okay, so the team is telling me, they say, we'll also comment under everyone's comment asking for the link after I'm off the live. So if you just put Trello, don't worry, we will put the link under there. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely can be very, very good or not so much. Yes, Gina, I definitely agree with that. I think it's something too, like with massage therapists. You know, I've talked to massage therapists before, and they're like, you know, they I don't know, they can control it to where, because I mean, of course, you know, touch and all of that, it's just crazy as like kind of that empath of feeling other people's feelings. Okay, awesome. All right, so we have Trello. We have people saying Trello over and over and over again. Go ahead and click the link if you want to sign up. Again, like I said, this price will not be for anybody else, and it lasts until December 31st. So here's what I would do. If this is something you're like, yes, I want to go this route, here is what I would do. I would make myself a challenge in the next week to figure out how to do a paint party, to figure out how to sell some porch cleaners, to figure out how to, no, Linda, the 8-week course is not free. No. Outer Limits, it's $400 off. So it's $597 if you pay in full, or it's 3 payments of $237. And again, it does not start till February 1st. Trello is just a very, it's one little training in there that we're just giving you for free for hanging out with us the whole time and being a part of it. But I wanted to tell you, like, if you're like, yes, I want to do this, that is great. Be a problem solver, figure it out. If you're like, I'm not ready for this, that is okay. That is totally okay. So please know that, you know, regardless of what you choose, I love you no matter what. You know where you're at. You know, if you're like, I only want to do in-person paint parties and that's it, and you know that's where you're at. Some of you have already worked your way up to stage 4 and stage 5, and you're like, oh my gosh, what is next? I got to know. Well, if you got to know, I got somebody who can tell you, and I can help you. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you, I'm excited for you. I see a lot of people have already joined, and you have until, you know, December 31st to make a decision at this price. And then once I start going live on Texas Art and Soul, the price will be way bigger. Let's see. The link keeps going to the 8-week course. Where's the free Trello? Oh, Brendan, can y'all double check that the link is going to just the Trello training. It says when you click the link, scroll down, the Trello training video is at the bottom of the landing page. So scroll down that page. Oh, good. Yeah. Jamie's saying the video is down below. So when you click on that, scroll all the way down, and then you're going to see the Trello training. All right. I'm excited for y'all. I'm so excited for y'all. Okay. So very, very cool. Let me know if you have any more questions. Feel free to, if you have questions, you can ask them here. You can also text me questions, and you can also email them to support@texasartandsoul.com. And then you can also text me at 817-373-5478 and just say, hey, I'm in PPHQ. I have some questions, and then I will do my best to answer them. I'm going to be checking my phone today and tomorrow for PPHQ questions. So please let us know if you have any. And then at 7 p.m. tonight, if you want to go through this whole training again, I'm going to go through this again live. So it will be the exact same training. So if you want to, hang out with me again, another hour and a half, 2 hours, we will be there tonight. So please join us tonight if you want to hear the training again, or you want to ask more questions, or you just want to drink a cup of coffee with me. I'll be here again at 7 p.m. tonight. And then just a quick reminder, if you're watching this live, tomorrow we have at, 11 a.m. Put on your calendar for the brainstorm session for PPHQ. So 11 a.m. for that. All right. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all again at 7 p.m. All right. Bye, y'all.